Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today, we're going to make vellum envelope page toppers. But first, let's have our shout out to Susan, Elena, Ethel, Claire, Kelly, Danielle, and Waste Some Time with Maggie. I appreciate each and every one of you. I recently purchased this paper pad of all vellum. Snow Globe Vellum is the name of it, and there are actually it's 424 sheets, but now mine's 23 because I took one sheet and I made some pieces of ephemera. But there's all different kinds of vellum in here, and most of them have snowflake designs on them. I thought maybe we could use this one right here. Now, I used a different one when I made my examples and I worked it out. So what I want to do is I want to take my vellum, and this vellum, it's set on the thing, but it's 12 by 12. So I want to fold this up. Let's see, let me line it up over here on my grid right here. Let's fold this up about 3.5 inches. That's going to be 1, 2, 3.5. That's going to be the size of our pocket. Now, in my examples, I did use a whole sheet, and I made 4 of them using a whole sheet. And I sewed mine. I'm not going to sew these today because I know that a lot of you don't have sewing machines, and so we're not going to sew it. But I'm also looking to see, you can't see this very well, so let me grab something so you'll be able to see what we're doing. All right, so yes, you can see the decoration on the vellum much better now. This is the biggest piece that I could find quickly. So we have already folded it over 3.5 inches. Now we're going to take the other side and we're going to fold it down. Let's look at this. Probably about, well, let's just fold it all the way down because we're going to cut some of this off. So how about if we fold it to maybe about right there. I'm going to line this up the best I can with it being on top of something else. And I will see what this is in just a second. Yeah, that's too much. Alrighty, how about, the reason why I'm kind of looking at it, I don't want to have the fold right on top of the pocket. I'm going to cut a lot of this off, but that's okay. Okay, I used all of it when I made it first time. So I folded it right here, but you can see this is my pocket. It's going to be my pocket. And there's plenty of room to get things in and out of the pocket. I didn't fold it right on top of where this piece is. Now what I want to do is I want to decide how big of a pocket do I want. I don't want too awful big pocket because I want to use it as a page topper. So how about if we cut it at 4 inches? So I am simply going to mark with a pencil where 4 inches is. I'm going to bring in my larger guillotine. Actually, my small one will work for 4 inches. And let's just cut it. Just like that. So now we have it look just like this. Now I don't want it to come down quite so low, so I am actually going to cut this. This is kind of hard for me to see with this paper, but that's the only way you're going to be able to see. So this comes down. I want my flap to be about at 3.5 inches. So maybe something like this, maybe something like this. I'm going to get my guillotine and I'm simply going to cut it. So there we are. So now this is, let's just say how big it is. This is folded down and cut to 2.5 inches. Now what I want to do is I'm going to have to move this for just a second, guys, so I can see. I want to make it at an angle. So I'm just bringing it in about an inch. It's about an inch. And I've just marked it. I've marked it here and here, same distance apart. And I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm simply going to cut from the dot that I marked up to my fold. So I'm just going to cut it just like this. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. And because we marked it and we're coming from the fold, I think we'll be all right, and we won't have to take one and measure to the other one. Kind of difficult to do with vellum. So now we have our shape of our pocket. I hope you can see that. I know it's hard to see with vellum. What I want to do now is I'm actually going to erase my marks because I still have them right here. And when I was sewing at this stage, I took it and I sewed right here. That's the top of my pocket. And then I closed it like this. And I started down here and I sewed all the way around to the other side. And that completely closed my pocket, and I've got my stitching done. Because we're not going to do that, I'm going to open this up like this, and I'm going to get my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. And I'm using this one because of the nice little tip that I have here. And I'm simply going to glue my pocket closed, just like this. Okay. Now, I know it's probably going to weep a little bit, so I'm just going to use my little towel and wipe it, and then wipe off my extra. But as you can see, it doesn't make it pucker, and it closed it very nicely. I will have to give it a few moments to dry nicely. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in some pieces of ephemera. And because, I'm trying to find there we go. Because this is Christmas and there are snowflakes on here, I'm going to stick with some Christmas type themes. These are little cards. I think these are chapter 1 papers. And I thought that was quite beautiful on there, especially since it's white and the vellum is very white. Although there's a pretty one with a little girl. You could even go this way if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to go up and down. I really like the red as well. So any of these will work perfectly. I think they're so pretty. Now, these are some bigger pieces. I thought they would fit, but now that I've looked here, it's not going to fit in there. We're going to need to put something inside our pocket. And will this fit? No, that won't fit either. So maybe we can just use, I'm going to put these away. I'm not going to use these. Maybe we could use these. Will this fit in here? Will it fit this way? No, but I think it will fit this way. So we can add some things into our pocket. And because that's plain on this side, I'm going to go ahead and do another one, but put back to back so that the picture shows through the envelope. Because remember, we're going to use this as a page topper. So you're going to see both sides of this envelope. Back to decorating our front. I think, let's look at this a little further. That's pretty nice. That's nice. I actually like this better, going this way now. Now that we have those cards inside, I really like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my sponge, and I'm simply going to brush this quickly. I'm only going to do one side because what we're going to do is we're going to glue this right on to our pocket, our flap of our pocket. So let me bring my sheet back in, and I'm going to glue it something like this, and you can see that the top of the pocket is here, but the card comes down just a little further. I think I'd like it to sit something like this. And to hold it firmly, I am just going to use a paper clip. So I'm going to glue it on about right there. I can switch to my my art glitter glue, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. Now, I'm only going to glue it, a little bit because it's going to come down lower than this pocket itself. So I'm just going to glue it on just like this. I kind of moved it, I'm going to put it on there. And then let's pick it up. Yeah, it is a little crooked, guys. Get it on a little straighter. Well, I'm not doing a very good job at all. Let's see here. Here we go. Alrighty, we've got that on. Now, I need to add just a little bit more glue here, probably because I picked it up and replaced it. Now, you can either put another card here if you want to have another card when you open it up and it looks like that, or maybe we could put a little bit of washi. I have some cute little washies here. I've got some presents and some holly or fern. It's not holly, it's a Christmas tree. And I think I'd like to use the Christmas tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to place it right here where the vellum pocket ends, instead of using another card, so you'll have something to look at that's pretty. I'm going to finish decorating this by maybe bringing in a little rickrack, or maybe a little bow, or possibly both, right? So let's just see how this looks. It's pretty doggone cute. I actually like that a lot. So let's go ahead and let's add our glue right here. And I'm actually going to place it on the card and not the vellum. And I'm just going to lay this down just like that. Okay. And then bringing in my scissors and giving it a little snip. Right here. There's the other side. I like that. So that's pretty cute. Now, what else can we do? I actually have some little white balls like this. And I thought, well, maybe we could add a few of these little white balls for decorations. I'm not sure. I think I want to grab I've got some white 1/8 inch ribbon, but I was thinking maybe I want some red. I'm not sure if I want white. I think the red would look a little better, so I'm going to go and grab some. All right, so I have some right here, and I'm just going to, I think I'm actually going to tie a bow with the knot. So simply tying a bow here, laying it down. There we go. And maybe we can place it, I'm not sure where I want to place it. Do I want to place it? Well, where did it go? I thought I was moving the white and I moved the red. Let's see. I could place it right here. That would be super sweet, right? Put it on the side. I kind of like it right here on the top. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue right here and pop my bow right there. So I've put it on top of the rickrack. And then, do I just want to let it stream down, or do I want to twist it like I like to do sometimes? How about a little twist right here? Add a little twist, maybe something like that, and maybe just another little twist. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see here, maybe going the other way. about that? Right here. Okay, and maybe a pom-pom in the middle? Or I'm not sure. I kind of like these pom-poms. I used them in another one, and I thought they were super cute. I don't think I want it there. Well, maybe I don't want a pom-pom. Okay, well, let's just cut this ribbon off and see where we are after we cut this ribbon. I think it looks really sweet. So the back, remember I said we're going to hang this over a page? So we might want to add some words or another ribbon or a little something here on the back just to jazz it up a little bit. This one says holiday. We could add that one. That one would be sweet. Let's see about getting that back in there. And I'm simply going to grab my sponge and just ink up the edges a little bit. Now, when I made my other ones, I did go ahead and I inked up the vellum. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I like to ink so much. I like the way it looks, and I just think that I need to carry that out. So let's ink. I should have inked this part before I glued it together, but you can still get the idea. Adding my paper clip back, turning it on the back side, and just adding a little word that says holiday, and maybe we could just put a little bit of glue right down here at the bottom. Just like that. That's pretty doggone cute. Giving it a trim. Okay. And then gluing our holiday right on there. So not only do you see Santa through the vellum, but there's a little extra decoration on here. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's bring in some others that I have made. And I've made some in different sizes. What happened to my tiny one right here? Now, this is just a journal that we made together, and there it is inside the page as the page topper, just like that. And I just used a little gold paper clip, and of course you can remove it and then take out whatever we did put inside, and I double-sided it so there's a picture on both sides so that when you put it on the page and use it as a topper, that you will be able to see things from this side as well as this side. Oh my goodness, I think they're so cute. Now here's an itty bitty one, because remember I said I used a whole sheet, I just kept using it, and as you can see I've sewn it. And then I've got my two little pieces in here, back to back, just like that. Put a little bit of lace, circle decoration with a poinsettia and some ribbon this way. And then on the back I just added, you see the pretty little tag right there, I just added a little flower and some ribbon. And then on this one I added, this one was this way that we just finished. I put this one this way and put mistletoe because there's some mistletoe right there, and put the rickrack around this way. And then I used my washi right here. And then these are bigger pieces because this is a bigger envelope. Plus, when you sew it, there's no glue to seep and make it a smaller pocket. So I just added back-to-back pieces, journaling cards, and then decorated that up because you can see Santa through there. So I said, ho, ho, ho. And then on this one, there's Santa and the reindeer. There's where I used the little pom-poms and the white ribbon. We open it up. I didn't put anything here, so of course you don't have to. And then there's a journaling card inside. And then on this side, It's backed with another journaling card. I used a circle decoration with another pom-pom because I used pom-poms on this side. And you would do the exact same thing. You would just clip it over a page, just like this in your journal, and then paper clip it on, and then you would see this on the back side. You guys, I absolutely love this version of using your vellum for a vellum envelope page topper. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.